I am Ami, broadcasting from Far East Japan. Hello, Twitter. Hello, Twitch and YouTube. Hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Here's the Wellness Wisdom Wednesday, Hump Day, here in Far East. So, as our weekly routine, I'd like to share some energy wisdom from Japanese culture. I was like enjoying the 80s music. So, yes. And live. Live. All right. So, this is very unusual weather that we're supposed to be with the rainy season, wet and humid, and the temperature rising. But it feels like a crispy air into autumn. Feels like already past the summertime. Hello. But I really enjoy this dry, nice, sunny. Some ideas about non-physical, invisible element in everyday our lives. Take it from an energy point of view, since everything is made of energy. That's what I take. And once we become identifying these invisible element with the word, and then it can be usable for our conscious creation, since that the word, the community uses this energy related word a lot. So many of them. Even this character itself as an energy is imported, came from China. This, if you're familiar with this, as a Reiki healing practitioner might be familiar with Reiki, or if you're a practitioner, Qi using this, or Qigong, Tai Chi uses this character. Qi is about energy. And then that particular word, it's something to do with the energy. I mean, everything is made of energy, so everything's supposed to have this word because the energy. But so let's say universal energy. For example, like the sky is also using this energy. The air is energy. Weather uses this because it's the universal energetic condition. That's how people of Japan perceive and relate to that energy. And I learned that at some point that it's very unique to that culture. word. So I'd like to share as an idea so you may be able to use it, become more easier for noticing invisible element such as mind related, intellectual related, or the feeling related, or maybe some sort of like energetic spirituality related, whatever you believe in your belief system, because everything is made of energy, and we are human being living on earth reality as a life, as a human becoming a better person ideally. View, it's quite challenging to influence that particular energetic related aspects such as weather, you know. So we need more larger energy, not the one person, but more collective energy to influence. And then that's possible. So, and then I narrowed down it to absolutely manageable by our own personal power as an individual to direct influence and to change with our power when we become aware of it, and then we use it for that. That's what the word I've been sharing each week Wednesday as an wellness wisdom Wednesday. So if you can get some idea, new idea, or reminding some idea, and then updated it, and then use it for everyday better, and that would be really helpful. I mean, that makes me feel happy and serving the purpose here. So I'm working on this to shareable form as in a book several years, and this is sort of like a narrowed down the final programming portion of my work. Useful, hopefully useful to expand the idea for conscious living better tool. So I will really appreciate it if you can share me your questions or concerns, or clicking or non-clicking, or anything that you are responding to what I am sharing here. It's truly appreciate. Commenting on the video or personal message over Twitter, Instagram at Ami Max Joy, AMI Max MAX Joy. That's my handle name. So you can reach me. It goes pretty fast. Every Wednesday, I feel like I would love to prepare for a better presentation to make you better, and then unsuccessful, but just the showing up is the first stage for me to building this platform. So thank you for your support connecting through Deep Ray. I know there is a time difference for people in Canada, US, Europe. So I really appreciate it if you leave some heart, comment, thumb up, subscribe. yeah, and then doing it repeatedly, because the repetition is the power to make everything grow nicely on earth. So every week as an exercising to expand, remind as a life lessons. And here is the wellness wisdom Wednesday. So the this week's word to go with this key energy key word is source energy. It's the core essence, source. Gen ki, the source energy about your core essence, your core being means like the state of core energetic being of individual or yeah, the individual who has an life isn't that interesting? So this gen is the habitant, like a core. That's what the meaning of this character gen. It's all about the source of particular um anything. And when we talk about that root or core or the habitant, then this is the word to use. And combined with the energy, and then it's the well-being of the living creature. So let's just and then in Japanese is the asking this genki means like how is your core energy, essence energy. So asking about how you are vibrating in your core. How's that energy? So that's what the dialogue basically in Japanese asking, and then respond as in the vibrational environment within us as an so exciting energy. Or feeling not so good. That's how we dialoguing as an are you genki? Genki. It's about asking own core essence, well-being, the level, the condition of that being as an a greeting. So let's see. Genki. This is the first time I picked this word, I think. So, and then it's the Genki is about the health, healthy. It's the this core energy, Genki, supposed to be active, alive. So something is off, and then this challenge is unhealthy, so that's what related. And then less active and feeding down. That's about the core. So about Genki with the root chakra, first energy center, color red, is health, foundation of the health itself. Healthy foundation, healthy foundation. So the root chakra Genki is that the down the earth, very clear about on the root chakra, healthy foundation. It's living as a human being. And the second energy center is creative, give birth to something. It's the creation, healthy creation. Genki. Genki. Healthy creation. If this healthy creation is having some challenges, and then creativity, sexuality, one-on-one relationship, it's coming to the stomach as the reproductive organ areas. If you it's out out of Genki, and then which part? Is this the second or first, or and then going up the third energy center? That's what we can do. And then once we identify that excitement or offness is coming from, and then we can do something with it, even if it's invisible. Like, well, I feel like very down. It's very invisible energy and don't know what's causing it, and then but once we ask that question as the how is the root energy, and then which center related, it's a solar plexus about sense of self, stomach, and to decide, confidence, self-esteem, healthy ego. That's the energy center. With the Genki is the healthy identity, ego. I am choosing this. I decide. I am responsible. I am super confident about, that's I love myself. That's the healthy ego. So healthy identity. When we are unsure about the identity, we all go there, like changing of our life stages, like the single. Becoming single again, and then changing the identity. When we going through these changes, and then at that point is really asking us who I was, who I am becoming, that type of transition as part of our growth and healthy identity. I mean, many times like who am I? I came from the family entertainment family. Both of my parents are entertainer actors, and basically this channeling and becoming the character, becoming different person, as an occupation. So it's practicing intuitive as a profession, and taught me that you don't need to become anyone, you need to become yourself. I mean, that's so true. I was confused about who am I, and then that journey began, like asking who am I. That's a great exercise, by the way. If you're familiar with it, do it. Not forcing it, but just asking, and then realize the magical part of a human consciousness and human beingness. So actually, we can become anyone. So it's important to connect to the core mind, spirit as one. And then it's supposed to be full of energy, energized, exciting. That's Genki, well being. So everything else, like offness, is giving us an opportunity to realigning since we are growing. But the core essence remaining the same. Somehow we cover it up with the social facade, social behavior that being trained to or to be survive in certain environment or workplace or family during the childhood or an adulthood or at the school, being part of the healthy identity, Genki, third energy center, confidence, sureness to decide. Sometimes losing confidence after the breakup, back into the single again, or leave the corporations or company that you've been really being part of, and your identity was really connected to the work that you are responsible for, the title, or the director of so and so, and then all of a sudden, boom, you left the corporation, and then who are you? No longer director or CEO or whatever that you are associated with the work. Sometimes it they leave the corporation, and then they become feel like a no one, no one, just a whole person. But actually, it's not a whole. So that paradox. It's good to have that. Are you? Who are you? Question and answer, updating to ourselves periodically. Good to do that for your birthday, or the end of the year, or beginning of something. Who are you, who are you, and who you want to become. And then we're always changing, transform. I think I'm repeating the same thing. Okay. Compassion, forgiving, connecting with the others, any kind of love. This is the heart chakra. With the Genki is the healthy emotional sharing. Emotional sharing. So if this heart chakra is no Genki, unhealthy, then we're so close to share our love, caring. I don't care, that's the thing. It's not just the surface level, it's the deeply, like, don't care, don't feel much about others. end of the day, as a human being, we need one another to sustain as a species on Earth. So back in my beginning of the spiritual journey, I experimented to be so isolated because I'm alone. I love being by myself, and it's not feeling lonely. I just love it. And but it's so impossible to sustain life just by myself, you know. That's obvious, but I just wanted to explore it. And then I confirmed that we need one another. So if that is happening, then something is off about popping up all of a sudden, like boom, some event trigger to flash back, and then all of a sudden I have no idea, but all, feeling closed or sad or want to be alone and leave me alone, kind of. So just to notice it, no need to engage with that. But if you feel, you notice the genki, root energy, healthy root energy, well-being, energizing self is off, and then something to do with the feeling and love, the heart, then might be a good idea. To organize with the word will really helpful to work on a broken heart, heavy heart, twisted, whatever you encourage to untangling. Okay, so the throat chakra, the fifth energy center, color blue, is the next. Is to express, communicate, or with Genki is health. Is lie to covering up whatever reasons are. Again, coming back to that lie is I'm still uncomfortable with the culture of the people in Japan welcoming that lies, saying many things. But I think that the word lie doesn't cover that area, the behavior pattern that they are saying as a lie. So perhaps there's a many different elements or the way showing up as lie, but we may so Twitch, YouTube, maybe shutting down quickly. So let's go quickly. The alert. So signaling, the expressing self authentically, and that gives a healthy throat chakra, and then the word is getting away and then piled up without expressing, and then your shoulder, necks, jars, mouth, gums, all these teeth is going to have an issue, thyroid, this area. If you haven't tight, and then the arms, if you having issues, appropriate way, especially emotion expressing. I believe that schools should teach how to express emotion logically. That's possible. So that's what I teach actually, for how we can express emotion logically instead of being used by emotion, or idea articulate with openness. So that's what the energy center of the throat, genki, healthy. And third eye, the sixth energy center, healthy perception. Healthy perception. The perception is twisted by nature or some particular sour experience from the past, and that's a good opportunity to adjust in. So joining some group exercise or group therapy might be helpful to learn about how others are perceiving on particular things that we talk about in that group dialoguing or some group exercise. And that will give us a clue that, oh, I don't need to think about perceiving that way. So then we can adjust. These are also invisible, so write that down is also helpful. The way you perceive, the way you feel on particular, that is all based on healthy perception. And the seventh energy center, crown chakra, color purple, is the divine, healthy, divine union with the universe. So that is the health of the openness, the trust, and something that there is a mysterious aspect is out there, and that is part of our life and being part of universe, and the universe is always co-created. So accepting that idea, and we are the universe, part of it, and that no source energy over beingness, and the each chakra with the health, it's often feeling unhealthy, and help us get to know what the cause is. Once we can identify it, name it, and then we become a tool to create for ideal better being. Thank you for joining Wellness Wisdom Wednesday, and I truly appreciate it if you leave a heart, retweet, comment to let me know you're with us, with me. And I am closing here for the so until then, thank you for connecting. I really appreciate that, and you have a wonderful day. And I see you when I see you. Bye. Bye. You two each first. And bye.